Okay.
Welcome to Tuesday Night Hangouts. I think we're live. Uh, I'm your host, well, one of your hosts, Never Trust the Skinny Chef Shane, fresh back from Bad Apples 2025. Um, we have a lot to talk about. Some good, some bad, some ugly. With that being said, we have another co-host or host, whatever you want to call it. I don't really care. We got Will Fly. Will Fly, how you doing, sir?
That's Mr. Host to you. Thank you very much. I'm
Oh,
doing
snap.
yeah. Good to be home from Bad Apples. I'm sure we might talk about that tonight. I don't know.
We might be talking about that tonight for sure. And Mr. Nick Justice with Just Us Paralife or just
Messing up already.
this teaches me not to do two things at once.
Yep,
Oh,
it's all good.
Well, I'm going to send you this video, but I need you to also real quick maybe listen to it for. Might have to edit it. I haven't even seen it yet. My daughter just sent it to me. It happens to be the speech of the Gage Robbins Good Citizenship Scholarship speech, if you will, and the 4 kids that have received the scholarship this year.
Okay. I don't know about the editing part on the fly, but yeah.
Well, no. You might just have to fast forward because I don't know. It's like 3 minutes long, and I know that whole thing that they say is not all of it. So I don't know what part of it is what. I haven't watched it.
Okay.
With that being said, as we are 2 days back from Bad Apples, I know that Nick Justice and I spent Saturday before all the way till Sunday morning, which. You know, my Irish goodbye on Sunday mornings. I'm out.
Gone.
Nick, did you even hear me leave?
No.
Oh, man, I was out.
Yeah.
So, well, we had a record number of pilots this year. I say we. Bad Apples had a record number of pilots. I believe it was 429. Is that correct? 429.
I guess it's going up a little bit. I think it's
422.
Yeah.
How many?
422 is what I got.
Okay, perfect. Absolutely freaking phenomenal for them. At no point do we want Flight for Gage to ever look like that. that is too much for us. Like I'm happy to have 100 pilots or less. I would be ecstatic with that. But yes,
you want to know who won who was the closest?
On what? Oh, the guess.
We all guessed. I guessed 342. Nick, you guessed 380. Shane, you guessed 392, and Scuba guessed 492. So looks like Shane is the winner. Congratulations.
Shane's a winner. What did I win?
Not a damn thing.
Nothing.
That's
you have bragging rights for the next 54 minutes.
Oh, well. I'd just like to thank all my fans out there. For without them, I wouldn't be able to do this.
Yeah.
So I will tell you, we're going to go ahead and get with the bad, and we're not going to talk everything bad or what have you, but I will tell you the bad thing for me. So for Krista and I, this was kind of a big event, and we would get there on Saturday. We'd spend the weekend or the week there, and we absolutely loved the time there, the people there, and to be there without her was absolutely hard. It killed me. So I did spend a lot of time in my cargo trailer, and it just, I don't know. I couldn't shake it. I tried. I really did, but it was too. I don't know. And then we got windy. You gonna spend all your time in the trailer? Yes, I am, because no one wants to watch a grown ass man cry. Just so you know. But yeah, it was absolutely difficult. So I apologize for those who didn't get to meet me for the first time and make an impact in their lives of how amazing I am, I understand. And for those who already know how amazing I am, I'm sorry that I kind of cold shouldered you guys. It wasn't done on purpose, and I absolutely apologize for that. Or you're welcome. I don't know.
Did you go to Bad Apples?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, between your 19 and a half hours of sleeping in your van, or
Okay.
so
Well, that reminds me. Whoever, I have those magnetic signs that go on my van. Somebody turned it upside down and scratched the living crap out of my paint. There must have been a piece of, I don't know, but somehow they scratched the living crap out of that thing.
I didn't do it. I did see it.
It wasn't me.
But I didn't do it.
It out, and I couldn't get it to buff out.
Did you try using any kind of phallic blow up symbols or anything to try to buff it out?
Used a couple of choice words. It didn't help.
Well,
When did you find it?
Underneath.
When did you find it?
When did you find the sign upside down?
Oh, like when after 20 people who went to the fly-in passed me for gas.
Oh my goodness!
Well,
I seen it when you pulled out. I was like, "Well, that's upside down."
Well, yeah. Thanks for letting me know, man. I
You was
appreciate
pulling
it.
out of the parking lot. I was busy.
Great.
Hey,
friend.
it would have been right side up if the van was upside down, just so you know.
Yes. What's up, Matt?
Let me just tell you, I made it within like another 30 minutes, and we would have been soaking wet because
Yeah.
it got a freaking storm as soon as we pulled out.
Well, I mean, as far as storms were concerned, from Tuesday to Sunday, it was pretty darn good. So I guess
Hey.
the storm happened before everyone arrived.
And
Yeah.
when we left, it was bad.
So Angela says she hates vandalism. That's crap. I believe there was a Biden sticker underneath that. Was there, Will?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, Angela.
Touchdown.
Oh, got him.
Oh man.
Now, for my adventure up on Saturday morning, up to Bad Apples, I had my 6x12 cargo trailer. As you know, it's slightly built out. It's got carpet on the walls. It's exactly what Chris and I built for the purpose of what we built it for, which was bare minimum. It's got a refrigerator. It's got a battery with an inverter, air conditioning, and a little solar panel on top. So I was loading up the trailer onto my truck on Friday night, and instead of looking for the the padlock that I usually put on it, I found one of those little pins that has the wire that goes over, and then you got to pull it and get it to go back over the pin. So once you put it through, then it locks it in place. 1 hour exactly from the time I left my house on 95. I go over the overpass, and I'm on the phone with Mark. And just in case Mark is listening to this tomorrow morning, we went back, Mark, and went to look at the footage with audio and everything, and it had already overrid itself. So I don't have this video or the audio, but I was on the phone with Mark talking to him, and just as I hit the bridge where it's concrete goes to asphalt, there's always a little bump. Well, my cargo trailer literally came off the hitch, popped off, and now I'm dragging it at 70 miles an hour. So I start easing myself over to the emergency lane. Well, those chains with the asphalt literally chewed and grind the chains off. So the cargo trailer, which was right behind me, ended up kind of leaving me. And I was on the phone with Mark, and I said, my trailer popped off. I was like, all right, moving over. And then I know not to hit the brakes when the trailer comes off, if it comes off. And because we were going downhill, it kind of hit the back of my truck a little bit. And I was like, the truck just hit the back of my truck. The trailer just hit the back of my truck. And then I go, as I watch the trailer take a hard left or hard right, I go, my trailer's not even attached anymore. So it goes over and hits the center barricade or the concrete barrier. Not bad, not hard. It slowed down greatly. It just kind of messed up the little part of the trim at the bottom where the V nose and the flat side of the passenger side starts, and a little bit of the tire well. And I could not get the front of this trailer picked up. My hitch that or the jack that I have on it folds under. So with it laying flat on the ground, I couldn't lift it up high enough to get the jack to stand or to get underneath it. So I ended up calling a tow truck. That took close to an hour for him to show up. He wasn't there 10 minutes from the time he got there to the time he lifted. We got the trailer lifted, this jack under it, lifted up high enough to get my truck attached to it, and left. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Charged me $200. Didn't even buy me dinner. Just
What?
Oh, it was 10 minutes easy.
Dude, you so need good Sam's Club.
They don't do that for cargo trailers.
They don't?
I don't think so.
I would check on that because I mean they'll do it for a regular car even. Just like
Tony, I did have safety chains. The asphalt grinded them down and off of my truck. There was nothing left.
Why were they dragging?
Because the trailer fell off the damn bumper or off of my hitch.
So it was pilot error?
Well, it has to do with that safety pin. I used that safety pin first time ever. I've had that camper or that trailer since 2020, and I've never had that happen. In 30 years, I've always used padlocks, and I don't know if that pin came out of it. I have no idea, but it wasn't there when I went to go pick up the trailer off the interstate. That pin was not there. I found the padlock that I wish I would have spent 30 seconds looking for the night before, and I put it on. I drove it over to Lowe's. I had some extra chain in the back of my truck, so I quickly wrapped it around my cargo trailer, got some bolts, some washers, and some lock nuts, and I put it all together and drove there, and no problem. It was all good. No accidents or incidences after that. So,
And you sold it.
I was getting to that. Yes, sir. I did. I put a for sale sign on it and sold it to Mr. Adam Fisher, who I think the trailer's perfect for him. I hope he enjoys it. I can't wait to see it at Fly It for Gauge next year, March 5th to the 8th of 2026, just in case you guys were wondering. But yeah, he's going to do some changes on it, which it's his trailer. He can do what he wants with it, but I'm super ecstatic for him. I was really happy to sell it to him. We both got a good price. And with that money, I paid partially back of my down payment for my new cargo trailer, my 8.5 by 28. So it is in the middle of being built right now, and will take about 6 to 8 weeks to finish. And then I have to go 4.5 hours from here back to Georgia to pick it up.
So when you sold it, what'd you do? Just take your socks and underwear out and leave the rest?
I sure did. I asked Adam, I said, what do you want in here? He told me what he wanted. I said, if there's anything left in here you don't want, throw it out. And I did Saturday night. I loaded up the back of my truck and the inside of my truck and all this stuff. You never know how much stuff you have in a camper until you got to take it all out. Just so you know, it is absolutely a ton of stuff. I was like, why do I have this in here? I threw a bunch of stuff away. I kept a bunch of stuff, came home, put it on top of all the other stuff that I took out of the big camper because we're selling that one too. And yeah, it's just my house is a wreck right now, just so you know.
Me and Lindsay got up and was going to go fly. And we walked around there. I was like, is Shane gone? Yeah, Shane's gone. No, he's not. I mean, he's still got his mat out and his chairs and there's a tub of stuff here. I said, Shane ain't gone. Sure enough, walked away. He just packed his underwear and left. He's like, y'all can have the rest of it. I'm out.
I left him the carpet. I left him the chairs. I said, anything you don't want, I'll throw out that I don't want. and everything that was left there, he won. So,
Hey, did you ever figure out whose table that was? Because
yeah, that was Waylon's table.
Who's?
Waylon.
Oh man, I could have brought that
I
back.
have it. So he was already gone. So I just folded it up and put it in the bag and threw it in the camper because nobody was there else to claim it. I was like, well, I'm not going to leave it here.
Daddy Dutch Barbecue says that your Shane's cargo trailer has an upside down pineapple wrap on it.
It could be what kind of pineapple I want now.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. So there weren't quite as many vendors there this year. And as far as I have to say that the nicest, most professional, fanciest, best display award would have to go to Ready to Paramotor, which got a nice new shirt here, a nice new hat. Oh, wait.
Get the glasses.
Yeah, the glasses. So
just like David Wolf. Put them back on. You like David Wolf. That's it.
Oh wait, I gotta.
Oh, you gotta pull the sleeves up. There you go. Now you got it.
So yeah, they did. They've got like a ton of different colors, and they had a really nice display there. And really big. It's like 2 tents size. Actually, is that 1 tent?
2.
One huge tent? No, it was 2 tents.
It was 2.
Yeah. Yeah. And the new, I know James Sutherland is now at Bad Apples, and there was another one, right, Shane?
Kaylee Bliss.
Kaylee Bliss. Was there another one? Or is that it?
I want to say that's it. Dave Wilson in the chat, he can tell you.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's and who won the cooler? I don't know. That would be David Wolf. Yeah, who won the cooler?
Daddy Dutch, if you want to work some of that stuff out for next year for Fly for Gage, let me know. We could absolutely make that happen.
Yeah. And there's one other thing I want to mention before I forget, and it's too soon to make any kind of definite announcement of any kind, so I'm going to be as vague as possible. But I heard it through the grapevine that there may be something coming up, maybe in the southeastern United States around Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
And so keep Halloween available. And if it comes to fruition, we'll sure let you know. But it sounds like a lot of fun.
And that'll be at Wauchula Airport.
Yeah, which I probably won't be able to go to since it's at Wauchula. Not because it's too far away, it's because it's too close to you, Shane.
Yeah, well, Daddy Dutch Barbecue says it's a 20-hour drive. I figured if you lose your trailer down an interstate, it gives you better gas mileage instantly. Once it fell off, I was getting great gas mileage, just so you know.
Dude. Yeah. You might be onto something, Shane.
Oh, man. All right, so what else happened at Bad Apples? They had great food there. Miss K was there again this year. And they had a food truck, but a barbecue food truck, but I don't remember. I didn't have any part of partaking in that, so I couldn't tell you.
I did, and I had the ribs, the banana pudding, and best potato salad I think I've ever had. Golly, man. So I wish they would have had someone there. Let's see. They did do dinner, lunch and dinner, right? Or did they do breakfast as well?
Breakfast and lunch.
Breakfast and lunch, but they were there until 9 o'clock at night, so might as well call that dinner.
That was the barbecue trailer.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
That was different.
Yep. You're right. Keith, I got a message for you. And I forgot to tell you, sorry, before I left. Brian Haybell Waller said that he's sorry he missed you guys, and wanted to pass that on to you. So
Yeah, he didn't. I was in my trailer when Waller left, and his parents, which, my
Yeah.
bad.
yeah, he's got the nicest parents. How could they have a kid like him? I just don't understand.
Okay, so what else we got about Bad Apples? The event. I mean, it's massive. I don't know how they managed to do the job that they do. It's absolutely amazing. And um, once again, Bad Apples for the third year in a row donated to the Gage Robbins Good Citizenship Scholarship, which is the organization for my son and giving kids scholarships each year in Krista and I's son's name. So they gave another $37.50, which brings them up to 8, 9, 10, 11, $11,750 that they have donated to Fly for Gage, or to the scholarship. So to everyone at Bad Apples, from my heart, I thank you guys very much. I'm so grateful, so appreciative. And great news. I was told I wasn't going to have to talk this year because I cry every year when I try to talk about my son. And they called me up, and I was like, all right, cool, I don't have to talk. And then they handed me a microphone. Great news. Great news. I didn't cry. I think I did all right.
No.
So, oh my gosh, I was like, why are you giving me a microphone? I'm just gonna cry, and well, I did. So that was awesome.
You did fine, Shane.
And yes, I am technically a Bad Apples now, as of last year. But yeah, I don't. The very first year I got up there with Krista and I cried, and she's like, "Give me the microphone," and she cried, and then she handed it back to me after she made me cry even more. I'm like, that didn't work out well at all for anybody. So, you know? But yeah, I can't thank Bad Apples enough, and all the people that do what they do for that event and give away all the donations that they do. I know Susan Ray, she got $37.50, and there was several others, and they also this one broke me. I'm glad I went before this one, but they also gave a family of a child who is dealing with cancer, and as you guys know, my son lost his battle with cancer. So I said to myself, I was like, I'm glad I went before that, because I would have been no good before I got there. Oh, it would have been over with.
Yeah, Resurgence PPG, right?
Yes.
And, yep. There was one other, the veteran dude helps veterans out.
I know one of them got like $20,000, which I actually was not expecting to get any money this year from Bad Apples because we did so great at Fly for Gage 2024 or 2025. So I was really surprised. I was like, wow, like we have enough seed money for next year. So, and I talked to Sandy about it, and I don't know where it changed, but I'm super happy, and I'm really glad that they did. I still haven't deposited that money yet. It's got to go soon, but I've had some issues since I've been back at work, and it's a lot of trouble. So I will make it there.
Project Airtime.
Was it Project Airtime?
That's
Project
it.
Airtime was the big one.
Yeah, that's it.
For sure.
Exactly. You know who else we met?
Oh, hold on. I got it right here. Philo.
Kyle, yeah, that guy is exactly like you would expect him to be in real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's just the same guy. There's one more here, the important one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Kylo.
yeah.
Will got Kylo to pet his big black wiener.
I did. You see the smile on his face?
Mm.
Yeah. So Jameson was there also, right? And I shout out to him, helped me find my Apple Watch. I lost my Apple Watch. I was taking a shower and took it off, and Dana Sheets was driving me around in the golf cart, and I'm trying to use that Find My thing, and it's like every time I would move, it would like, man, it's supposed to be, and it would like move when we get there. It would move. Anyways, it took me all the way around the field basically, and then right back to the bathroom. And then as soon as I got to the bathroom, Jameson says, "Hey, Will, I got your watch." Yeah, so that was cool.
Very nice. Have you been to a flying wheel? You haven't lost electronics?
Not well, I wouldn't say that. I mean, at this fly-in, somebody brought me my watch. Somebody brought me my coffee mug from Alabama. Somebody brought my glasses from Ohio, and there was something else. I don't know.
Stuff everywhere.
How many Insta 360s have you lost at one fly-in in one day?
2. And one and like one flight, next flight, it was in sequence. Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Did you have anybody's wife in the soybeans on their hands and knees trying to find that?
Indeed, I did. Her name was Krista. She helped me. She did her best to help me find that. But man, that was like, talk about a needle in a haystack. No freaking way.
Somebody eventually will find it.
Yeah.
Well, a plow's going to find that sucker. I mean, it's going to be plowed under for
Show
sure.
up one day.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm gonna go see it on some post. Farmer says he found a Insta 360 and it's got this video on it. You know the owner?
Yeah.
It's going to show up in like 25 years, and they're going to be like, "What is this?"
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right. It's like
We heard about this. Yeah, listen to that.
What's up, Greg Laney? He was there at Bad Apples.
Yeah, Greg Laney was there.
Feet on my wing this time, so good stuff.
Whoa.
Oh, Scott Savage. I just finished Fall of the House of Usher. Loved it. Absolutely awesome. Took me a while to get into it, but after a while, I started to enjoy it. And what's the name of the other one you said? If I like that one, I would like the other one. What's the name of it?
I don't trust you, Will.
I don't either.
You don't have to trust me. This recommendation came from Scott Savage.
But if you tell me, I don't trust it.
It's okay.
You got me watching crazy stuff.
The Haunting of Hill House. Okay, so that's coming up next then, Scott. Oh, I got this cool thing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it.
Whoa.
Be able to see it.
Went black.
Maybe if I back up a little bit. Cover my face up.
Oh man.
Kind of hard to tell what it is, but it's a glider, paramotor down here. Paramotorist. It's like maybe if I turn it off. There. That's better.
Much better.
So, and it's on a dimmer. You can dim it and stuff. That's freaking $20. It's 3D printed, but it's still pretty cool. These kids came around and, they were selling them. So that's pretty cool, man. I like that.
And you were sold.
I was the only one that bought one.
Never seen them.
You guys wouldn't even make eye contact with those poor kids.
Never seen them.
In the wheelchairs.
Wait a minute. I didn't see all that.
Hey, Will, do you have that video pulled up for the scholarship thing?
I do. Present. But you're going to have to tell me.
Yeah, I'll
start it.
I don't know. I haven't even watched a Kaylee video. I think it was Kaylee, because they usually do it the week before the Bad Apples. This year, they moved it to the same week as Bad Apples, so I wasn't there. So my daughter and she went there and did all this stuff. So this is there's Kaylee on stage. This is the first time I watched this video. It could be some guy rolling by on a Segway with a flat. I have no idea. I haven't even watched it.
Okay, so what do you want me to hit play?
Yes.
Behalf of the Robbins family. Gage Robbins was a 2014 graduate of Ogalley High School. Amazingly, just 11 short years ago. Shortly after graduation, Gage was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. He underwent 9 chemotherapy treatments and more than 20 rounds of radiation. But in August of 2015, Gage lost his battle. He was only 19. The Gage Robbins Scholarship was created to honor his memory, to recognize current seniors who demonstrate leadership within Ogalley High School and our community as a whole. I direct your attention to Kaylee, his younger sister, who joins us tonight. There were 9 seniors in this year's class that were nominated by a coach or a teacher because you exhibit good citizenship, honesty, strength of character, respect for yourself, and more importantly, others. Compassion, empathy, and other similar characteristics of civic responsibility paired with participating in common or athletics or any other on-campus organization that Gage Robbins demonstrated every day. Now it gives me great pleasure and pride, along with Kaylee, to introduce the 2025 Gage Robbins $1,000 scholarship winners to, first, Jack Egan. Aiden McMahon. Third, Michael Quint. And fourth, Gavin Smith. And thank you to the Gage Robbins family.
There you have it.
There you have it. Those are the 4. As you know, we did one for Hardy Lakes High School at Flight for Gage. So I'll be right back. I can get another beer.
So what was your favorite part about Bad Apples, Nick?
I mean, there's always good parts, but I think the most fun I had was when we did that cross-country trip over there to the Memorial Park by the something lake, I don't know, Black Lake something. Me and Lindsay and Scott and Waylon all flew over there one morning, about an hour flight there, an hour flight back. We landed, hung out, went to the museum, hung out for a little while, and then turned and come back. I mean, it was just something different. It was really cool. That was a couple of days before the flying started. But we had a great time at it. It's always cool just to hang out. I mean, the weather wasn't perfect for flying, not for everybody, but it was cool just to hang out and meet new people, sit around and talk. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Had a good time.
What now?
Had a really good time.
Yeah, I did too. You back, Shane?
Yes, I'm back.
Well, the winds were a bit of an issue this year. It's usually not the case, but they were particularly difficult this year. But it did not keep good pilots down. I mean, that one pilot in the afternoon goes up and then all hell breaks loose, you know. And for some reason, you know, I've been to fly-ins before where there's lots of pilots in the air, but at Bad Apples, man, at a certain time, the sky is just, you know, like when you're looking east, like towards that field, not towards the trees, but towards the field.
Right.
Yeah.
The whole sky is just like nothing but paragliders, and it's surreal to look at.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
They were talking about someone asked about fireworks. They had an amazing fireworks show this year. And I also thought we lost Pablo with the gasoline explosion thing.
Yeah.
We were, if you guys have been at Bad Apples and know where we normally are, which is about 4 or 5 spots down from where Aviator normally has their tent set up. We were sitting there. And when this fireball erupted, you could feel the heat from the fireball. I was like, that might have been the last of Pablo. Like, I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but holy crap, the fireball that came up from that was absolutely amazing.
That struck me too. The fire, the heat from the fireball. These were not small explosions. These were huge. It was like, I think there was supposed to be 5, and he had to set the 5th one off separate or whatever because it didn't go off. But these were huge fireballs, and as instantaneously, what do you say? We were like 100 yards away.
I
At
was
least
more than that.
At least
more. Were you guys at the camp or at the campers when it went off?
We were right.
Bad.
Yes.
Up there by the hobby shop.
Yeah.
Heck, you're looking at another 40, 45 yards from there. So
Well, it's the speed of light though, right? It's infrared heat.
yeah,
Wouldn't that be the speed of light? And so, I mean, but it's the first time that I've ever experienced what you were describing, Shane. It's like, boom, that heat was like, wow.
yeah.
Hey, Will, I sent you that video. And if you look at the last, you can show the last, it's 6 minutes long for the whole fireworks, but you can look at the last 30 seconds of it. I mean, you can see it for sure. It's crazy.
That's the other thing. Yeah, Matt Gregg. I mean, they had some liquor there, didn't they?
Yeah, he had some bourbon for sure.
Freaking full bar.
Yeah.
75 gallons of 10 gallons went off of gas, I guess. Okay, I'll pull that up. Pablo did a great job.
Yes, he did.
Yes.
He took his butt off, especially 30 minutes before he was supposed to set up. He had to land out in the field and walk back. So he was toast by the time he got ready to start that deal.
I don't understand what Tony's trying to say. Did you have a hot chick walking around a goat? I don't understand what that is.
What did you send me, man? Oh, from iCloud.
Well, it was so big because the file was big.
I'm waiting, Shane.
Oh.
Photos consigned. Your download will begin shortly.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing too. After all those fireworks, Pablo picked up all that leftover debris from the fireworks. Yeah, one professional job. I would just say that right now. I'd have handed everybody sparklers and said, "Okay, here you go."
No, this was the real deal. It's almost.
Yeah, that's real fireworks for sure.
I don't know if I'd be brave enough to light off that much gasoline. I'd have to be in the next county. And Mark McElroy's still in the chat. Figured he'd be sleeping by now. No, we hear. Oh, even Wendy got recognized for being famous on YouTube.
Yes, she did. And she's not even on here.
I know.
She goes, somebody, he said, I know who you are. I've seen you and I hear you.
I didn't see Tucker there. I thought he was coming.
He was there.
He was.
I was fine until Nick took his shirt off and said, "Would you sign my chest?" I was like, "I'm out."
On my chest. There you go, Will.
It would have been better if he would have signed everybody's stuff with a French fry.
Oh, right.
in.
There you go, Will.
What? Show me.
Oh,
It's Wendy.
Oh yeah. Did he ask you, Wendy, if he could have a picture taken with you?
yeah. He asked Wendy, he said, I need your picture, please.
Yeah, you're famous. I've seen and heard you on YouTube.
Yeah, man.
Stop it. Y'all ridiculous.
I open that folder and there's absolutely nothing in it.
What?
Let me try again.
It's usually me
There
saying
we
that.
go.
Yep.
It says it went. It says it's.
Hey, why they're figuring that out, I'm gonna go ahead and say all the vendors. It was awesome to have everybody there this year. I know there wasn't as many vendors, which kind of made it a little bit more. I don't want to use the word intimate, but it was easier to. It wasn't so much a commercialized kind of thing. It was more like, I don't know. How would you guys explain the smaller amount of vendors?
It was more pilot focused than vendor focused, I guess.
Yes. Which was awesome.
All right, Nick, I got it.
I did get my clutch replaced and got a new belt. And yeah, I'm trying to hint to you right now.
I got it. I just got it. Got it. My bad.
Hey, just because you forgot don't mean I forgot. I don't want to be in debt.
I just thought about that when you said it. Dang it.
Mhm.
All the big names were there. Bitterazzi, they were doing checking over motors and giving their recommendations and maintenance scheduling and stuff like that. Is and Mac Perry was there. Brian Goff.
Yeah, he fixed my motor right on up too. I appreciate that very much.
He does a good job, doesn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, he does.
I'll fix that problem. I was like, all right, whatever. Sure enough, 30 minutes later, running like a top.
Yeah,
The whole thing. It was awesome.
yeah.
Actually, the clutch we replaced, he was the one that put that one on.
He
Right.
replaced the
Couldn't
clutch.
hardly get off. Yeah.
Sure did. All right, so you want me to show this?
You can play. You don't have to play the whole thing. I was just saying, if you wanted to see the boom, it's
Yeah.
like
The gasoline.
All right.
and you need to go back and watch it in slow-mo. I have no idea about what sound it is. So
Yeah, could be Will talking smack about his. Oh, there it is.
All right, so I'll play it from here.
And how do you keep that gasoline from not catching on fire right now?
I don't know.
I hope that music doesn't get us in trouble.
Oh, no one's watching the show. It's fine.
The grand finale. Wait for it.
There it is. That's when I thought we lost Pablo.
Yeah. Oops. Man, the video does not do it justice, though. When you're there, that was just like,
Dude, it was
awesome.
unreal.
Cool
He
deal.
did an awesome job at it.
Angela, yes, there was one person with a loud generator that was not too far from us. What is Tony saying? Yeah, Tony, I will tell you the first flight I took after we fixed my motor was 15 minutes, and it sucked. Not the flying part, not it just landing without seeing Krista there. When I landed, it kind of sucked. And then we flew. Was it another afternoon or a morning? Oh, it was a morning because I had one failed launch, and then I took off after that and flew around for 33 minutes. Then the next morning, I went to fly, and my clutch or my belt was slipping. So I had laid my wing out and everything. I was like, oh, I'm not going to bother with it. I just bailed on the idea and just went back and put my wing up and went back in my cargo trailer. Called it a day.
Matt wants to know, how does one learn how to do a gasoline bomb? Very carefully.
You only messed up once.
Yeah. Sure. Right.
Oh,
Will, did you go try that 28-pound motor or what, 38-pound motor on your back?
37. 37.
37.
The one with the not the HE. Shoot.
Yep.
Dana, help me out, man.
Not a tornado.
No, shoot. It's the one I was gonna get when I first started, and I ended up going Parajet.
Well, it was it's got tons of thrust and it's super light. It was cool.
So you
Guys.
actually, okay, could you hold it back?
Air conception.
Air
I could
conception.
hold it. I could hold it back, but I mean, for the weight of the unit itself, it was awesome. I just didn't know about that whole the fuel bladder thing.
Wasn't sure of the fuel bladder thing either, but I can tell you, I could not hold that motor back. full
It's
throttle.
stout.
Yeah, I actually had to have Dana, come up and hold, put pressure against me, right?
Did you jump in his arms so he could hold you back?
I did. Yeah. Yep, air conception. So I was impressed. That's the first one I've ever had on my back, right? And that was pretty impressive. No doubt.
I will tell you, we've seen more of Dana on this go around at the fly-in because of that golf cart. That boy was there every day. I was like, "What's up?" So
That came in handy, didn't it? Especially when you're going across the field looking for something.
Yeah, Dana, bring that golf cart more often. You're actually a nice guy. I hate to admit that on YouTube, but I've just sat back and listened to you when I wasn't in my cargo trailer, and you're a freaking awesome guy. Just so you know.
Yep.
What's up, Mr. McElroy, Cooking Camp? You got a new video out. Check out his new video, Cooking Camp.
I know, every time. The last two videos, you got poor Joni just walking uphill both ways. I don't even understand. They got e-bikes. They could have just rode those up the hills.
That's what I asked. I said, why y'all walking uphill? You got e-bikes. Go ride them.
Oh, if you're looking for an e-bike with absolutely just amazing comfort and longevity, I just turned 900 miles on my e-bike from justusebikes.com's Soul e-bikes. Just so you know, still going strong.
Good.
Yep.
Viterazzi didn't do any repairs, Matt. I don't think. They pretty much used.
Told you. They just told you what was wrong with your crap. Yeah,
but I mean, they through their own strict lenses. You know what I mean? I mean, from the manufacturer's standpoint, this they've really looked at your motor. And I'll tell you what, that is super valuable.
They
Right.
did. We took Josh's motor up there because it only had 5 hours on it, and we couldn't get the carb adjusted. They finally got it. They finally replaced it. Brian
On
come
the
over
spot?
there and they replaced it. Oh, they replaced it that night
Oh,
because
nice.
they couldn't get it tuned, and Brian couldn't tune it. So they did put a carb on it, but I don't think they were doing much. as
Right.
They
far
wouldn't be able to do a whole lot coming from overseas like that.
yeah.
Great flight you'll ever have.
Scuba, the reason I think the reason there's so many people trying foot drags is because that water's only waist deep. That is kind of the beneficial of trying it there and not succeeding is when you land it's only 4 foot deep. That's the only thing about that lake. And I don't think the deepest part is over 5 foot. So
Yeah. You know, the first couple of years, I did not know that.
I for the longest time I didn't know how long that
Figured it was deep
yeah.
in the middle. Keith says it's the best pre-flight you'll ever have.
Yeah, if you go to Visorati and have them get your motor, yeah.
So Josh's ended up being a bad plug and not the carb. Are you talking about Josh?
Yeah, they did. Well, the plug was bad too, but they put a carb on it. They put a carb on it and still doing it. Why they didn't replace the plug first, we don't know, but they did go back and put a plug in it after they put a new carburetor on it. And it fixed it.
Yeah, Matt said it was fun watching the foot drag, but how mad he would be to soak up his gear right before the fly-in.
Yeah. Surprisingly, though, if you get your motor wet, even totally submerged, I mean, it's not the end of your motor.
No.
You know.
Yeah.
Some WD-40 in the right spots and a lot of pulling of that. Yeah. Dude, you're going to be pulling for days. But it's not the end of the day. It's not the end of the world, for sure.
Scuba says, John, he landed, if I can get that thing off there, he landed in the water, prop chopped his gas tank in half, and he had to wash the salt water off the wing, which was 10 hours old. Well, yeah, now salt water is a different story, but the process is pretty much the same. You just have to keep running fresh water through it, right? Get all the salt and stuff out of it.
Smart car Brian did that at the beach, put it in the surf, and we were at the campground right there on the beach. So we just took it over to an empty site, ran a water hose over to it, and we just started filling it up, just started washing it. And it feels very wrong, but you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Something about just spraying water in. Yeah. I got you. Yep.
Temperature change in the motor metal can't be healthy. What are we talking about?
Oh, he's talking about from making it hot to cold, from being a motor being hot and dropping it in water.
No.
It can't be good for it, but
Yeah, no.
Hate when you say things I can't disagree with.
No. Like how much of an awesome person I am. Like you can't argue with it. I'm just saying.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. It's when I put it in the Ohio River, I ended up being only knee deep, so my motor never really got submerged, and I was able to fly from that after we dried the wing a little bit.
A little bit. You sent JP Tulo up to test fly the wing. Man, that thing was soaking wet.
That was after maybe a 15-minute flight back, 17 minutes flight back. That thing was still sopping wet. I just remember taking off from that riverbank, looking up and just seeing the water pouring off the back end, the trailing edge. I was like, how is this thing even flying? It flew just fine. I mean, it was a little sluggish, but yeah, it was absolutely crazy.
Didn't have a whole lot of people going in the water this year like we did last year.
I think there was 3 or 4 people went in before the flying.
Before the fly-in?
Yeah.
oh yeah, there was 3 or 4, may have been more than that.
Really?
Before it ever started, people were going in.
Well, there was 7 last year, I think, right?
Well, Matt Gregg wants to know how big my fish was. If you go to Camp and Cook, and Mr. McElroy, if you could tell if you could add a link in to that channel or to that YouTube video, it's actually pretty good.
Cooking camp.
Cooking camp. What did I say?
Camp and cook.
Whatever. I got dyslexic.
I mean, you know, makes a difference. So,
Oh,
well, another successful bad apples. Almost. Whoa, is that today? That's tonight?
That's right now.
To be you. Are you like right in the middle?
Waiting on it. That's why I keep looking around because it's there's tornado watches out everywhere, so I'm watching. It looks like it's going all the way up to you.
Probably.
look at this guy. What is this guy? This guy is just making fun of me now.
Yeah,
I think it goes up to you, Will.
I hadn't hit us yet, but I mean, I'm on closer to the east side. I
know.
guess. I'm in the center and slightly to the east. DP, no, there was one.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Yeah, there was some prop damage. There was some cage damage. There was some, your typical fly-in stuff. I mean, it really just, it was what it was. There were some sketchy launches. I don't know how they made it out. I know one guy went over to a veterans memorial park, and then he tried to launch and came back with some grass seed and stuff on the bottom of his cage. I don't know if anybody wants to talk about that story.
Look, I don't know how that happened, or I don't even know how I made it back. But it was as soon as we took off. I hadn't even watched the video yet, but we took off and everything was fine. And I got off the ground and then I hit sink and it was too late. And I hammered the brakes and the throttle and I thought I'm fixing to hit the ground. And I was like, well, I cleared that. It's all good. We come back. I landed and I put it up on the stand and I turned around. I'm like, where'd all this mud come from? The whole bottom of the cage was covered in wet grass and mud, and the prop was covered in mud. So like I was cutting the grass as I took off. It was that close to the ground. I was like, well, I didn't hit it.
So Will and Mark have added the YouTube link to the video where I go into the Ohio River. Let me just go ahead and say I don't water foot drag. Something decided on that flight that I was going to try it. And remember, you look cool until you don't. I was standing knee deep in the river.
Happens quick too, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Quick.
Yeah, there are two links there. One will take you directly to a porn site, and the other will take you to Mark's video. I don't know which is which there. So.
Mark's in both videos.
Cooking tramp.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh shit, that's funny.
We love you, man.
You're wrong for that, but I'm gonna call it that from now on.
We got to give a shout out to our chat
Our chatters, let's do it.
before we leave. So shout out to Scuba, Angela Preslick, Paramount USA. She has a show tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, called Lindsay's Treehouse. Check it out on YouTube. Bill H. David Wolf's in the house. He's got a show coming up on July 20th, and I have some information on that. Stand by. Are you standing by?
Standing. Well,
Standing
sitting.
by. Ryan Southwell is going to be on the show. The 29th with Ryan Southwell. Okay, wait.
Thursday. Paramount said Thursday, silly. I thought
Yeah.
you said tomorrow. Yeah, you said tomorrow night. So
Oh,
Thursday
yeah.
night.
So Paramount is right. All right, see, I lose things. I lost my train of thought. So Thursday is 8 p.m. Lindsay's Treehouse. And David Wolf says the 29th with Ryan Southwell. I hope I got that right, man, on the dates, because I've got two dates here. Once figure it out. Friday night, Scuba Vapes with Scuba Steve Munchkin. And then coming back around to Tuesday is us, 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. And so we got Matt Gregg in the house, Scott Savage, and Bill H. Did I say Bill H? Scuba Tony Marzano. And
Did you say Daddy Dutch?
Daddy Dutch Barbecue. No, I didn't say him, but I said it then.
What about Dana Sheets?
I haven't gotten there yet, man. Dang.
Oh,
Come on.
Dana 54, aka Dana Sheets. John Wayne, the infamous, is in the house. The other Nick. Didn't say him, did I?
I don't
Man, you
think
were
so.
supposed to be. What happened to you, dude? I thought you were going to be there on Friday.
Yeah, maybe you could have helped me pick my cargo trailer up off the interstate if you would have rode with me.
DP, remember him? DP, he's in the house. Keith Gray. And I think I'm getting to the end here. Gary Simons. Thought I was going to miss you, didn't you, dude? Okay. Greg Laney. Did I say Greg Laney? Shannon Lee. Okay. I heard you, Wendy.
I heard you too, Wendy.
Mark McElroy. I didn't say him. Cooking Camp. Check out his new video.
The cooking tramp.
Dude, I'm sorry, Mark. I hope that doesn't stick.
Oh, I got news for you. If there was a blonde here, she'd have been like, that's it. We're done.
You did say something to someone there in our group, something to the effect that if you get your feelings hurt easily, you are not you're not in the right group. You might as well go on down and find another group.
No, I sat there and thought about over the years, and I think it was last year or the year before, someone said something like, I really appreciate hanging out with you guys. It's been so much fun. Like, I greatly appreciate. And we ragged on that dude for the entire time. And I just thought to myself, we're all just a bunch of jackasses picking on one another, and we just all laugh. Like, if you can't handle it, you're not going to fit in. Just so you know, we don't mean anything. It's no real. We don't really mean anything by it. But good Lord, we're not easing up. You're gonna just have to be mad and walk away. Oh, anyways.
Matt, don't forget to call Pablo and get your prop made.
Oh, if you need any kind of laser engraving, dude, Pablo is your guy. That guy works hard too. He'll be up there. He'll be up to like 3 a.m, burning the midnight oil. But he can engrave just about anything. Tell him about your prop.
So they were playing around with it before, seeing if it would work. And he was like, he figured out it would work. And then nobody wanted to do it. Nobody wanted to spend $300 on a prop and then have somebody laser on it and not know. I was like, all right. So I went and got one from Matt. I went and bought one, and then I took it back down there, and then I don't know if you can see that. That's what it turned out like.
Can you make it bigger?
Yeah, I did one on his. One side of it's got rated paramotor, and then the other one has Paralife PPG on it, and it's super fine. Like you can barely even feel it. But I think I'm going to go back and paint them. I'm going to probably do that this weekend. I'm going to see if I can't lay some paint down in there, make it look better.
That's wild. First time I've ever seen that done.
But it was super cool. We were talking about laser engraving cotton shirts. And then that led to, because I seen somebody doing shirts, and that led to, hey, let's try a prop. I was like, why not?
Yeah.
But it works.
$300 is not the cost, not even the cost of half of a windshield wiper on a Ferrari. You know what I mean?
That's true. You know. You win for losing.
All right. With that being said, we're out of here. Will, where can we find you, sir?
You can find me on YouTube, search for Will Fly, or online, willflyppg.com. And if you live in the Southeast U.S., check out our Facebook page, Southeast Paramotor Group. Love to have you.
Mr. Nick Justice, where can we find you, sir?
You can find me at paralifeppg.com or justusebikes.com.
Heck yeah, and you guys can find me here on Tuesday night. Never Trust the Skinny Chef Shane on YouTube and PPG Shane on TikTok. With that being said, see y'all next Tuesday. Well, actually, see y'all Thursday night at Lindy's Treehouse.
Yeah.
See ya.
Good night.